Like, how did it feel to have a platinum record under your belt at that point?
I didn't even know about it. I told you how I feel like people coming up to me like, you don't know about your hit song? It's on the radio all the time. This fool don't even know it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even paying attention to it, really. I mean, it's cool. It paid for my house that I live in, you know what I'm saying? So it's cool, you know what I'm saying? But do it make me a different person, like I'm walking around like, no, not really. Really, like I said, the star to me is Jamie Hewitt's artwork, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
So really, I'd have to give it up to him, and I'm glad it worked out like that for him and his artwork, because I was always a big fan and always thought his art was like hella clean, hella cleaner than most. You know, so to see him get it out there like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel good for him, you know what I mean?
Right. And this was the Gorillaz' first hit.
Yeah.
It was their first single, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I guess they felt, you know, I think a lot of people connect maybe with the spiritual like overtones or whatever the song is what I'm thinking, you know what I mean?
the
Hook
yeah,
too, the hook too.
Hook is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And you were on another one of their singles.
Yeah.
Which song?
Rock the House,
right.
Which was kind of like, you know, I would say filler, basically. Can you do another one? You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like what it was.
Okay.
Can you do another one too? Like, that one just didn't pop off like the other, you feel me? Like,
right, and you know, like,
I ain't trying to clown you or nothing, Dan. Like, that's really what you said to me, though. You feel me?
Because, you know, the Gorillaz, their next biggest hit was the song with De La Soul.
Mm-hmm.
What was the name of it?
Feel Good.
Feel Good,
Yeah.
Feel Good Inc. Yeah, so it's like they kind of had this knack of taking rappers from a certain era and sort of introducing them
I guess.
with like a new type of thing. Like,
I guess, I mean, if you look at that point, it's looking more and more like a machine to me, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Not taking nothing away from the artist or nothing, but like, I remember when it was just that artist doing the artwork and it was Damon putting the music together like that, and that, I don't think that they looked at it to be the mega machine that it is now, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, it's cool, I guess.
I mean, the Gorillaz is still a monstrous group. Like, the shit they did with Andre 3000, I thought was amazing.
Right.
You know, and they stepped up the animation. Now it's kind of like computer animation mixed with, you know, real life shit. Like, yeah, man.
It was on the first video, it was computer animated.
Yeah.
Too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That video was so stupid, dude. I was
Yeah,
like,
man.
okay, this shit hella clean.
Okay, and
I was
that kind of
impressed.
puts you, well, introduce you to a whole fan base
Yeah.
that really didn't know you before.
A lot of people would be like, oh, you don't know? That's Dell. I know that's Dell. I know Dell voice, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people be like, nah, that's Dell. You don't know? That's Dell. I've been bumping Dell. But yeah, it introduced me to a lot of people check out my other stuff based on that, you know what I mean? And I feel like it was a cool representation of me. Like, you know, I kind of did what I do.
Yeah, no, it was
what I mean?
it was classic Dell. It wasn't like you were doing some other shit,
You know
you
what
know,
I mean?
to go along with the new genre. It was like, yeah, everyone knew that was Dell. That was already a Dell fan.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, you could tell. I just tried to make it in a way that you could, like, appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
So, since then, you know, you've been doing a lot of shit. I guess you did a lot of music for video games.
Yeah. Like, I scored, like, a third of a Skate 3 video game.
Right.
That was a good opportunity to do that. Like, the in-game music, like, that was a real learning experience.
Yeah.
Because working with a video game, you know, the shit is changing as you play. So you got to kind of work in tandem with the programmers.
Right, but you've always been kind of a tech guy, it seems.
Yeah.
Like, I remember I was at I forgot where it was, like some big music convention, and Hyro was there, and you were kind of in the corner playing some Japanese video game I'd never seen before, and you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you was always sort of on that type of shit, it seems.
Mm-hmm. I'm always trying to find cool shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always into stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah. So, what are you working on these days?
What you mean? Oh, you mean like a project or whatever?
Yeah.
I'm working with Amp Live. We got a project called Gate 13 that we just finished. You know, it's kind of like melding like an 80s type of sound, like kind of like soul, R&B, early hip hop, and kind of melding that with what for lack of a better term, EDM now. You know what I mean? Because some of it we see parallels in it. You know what I mean? So we kind of combine the two of them. We're trying to keep an aesthetic that's kind of like minimalistic. That was what I was going for. You know what I mean? It came out sounded pretty good actually.
You know, but you continue to tour.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Of course.
You know, you continue to tour, do shows. Like, I mean, when you really look at like hieroglyphics and the impact that it made on hip hop and music in general, like, what are you the most proud of?
What am I the most proud of? I don't even know if I could say that I'm sitting back being proud of anything. You know what I mean? It's all good, I guess. You know what I mean? Like I whatever impact it made, that's cool. I still try to make an impact now. You know what I mean? I'm just always going for the next. You know what I mean? So I don't really be sitting back looking at what I did from the past. But I know it affected a lot of people. A lot of people come to me and be like, "Yo, man, like that helped me here," or "I thought this was really dope at this time." So that's cool. Like I like more like trip off of what people actually be getting out of it than anything, you know what I mean? For me, like I make music, so you know that's what I do.
So you just keep doing it.
Yeah, you know,
keep putting shit out. I mean, like, how many albums do you have at this point?
And I don't know. Like I got a gang of shit that ain't been out, ain't even got put out. You know what I'm saying? So I be forgetting sometimes. Oh, you know what? Now that you ask what I'm most proud of, the things that I most like probably the most is my West Coast Avengers mixtapes. The one with the P-Funk, all P-Funk samples, and then the second one I flipped all Fela Kuti samples. I think with the second one, I think even Erykah Badu peaked it. I think she tweeted something about it, was like, that's tight. I think Questlove tweeted something about it too, like, dang, he flipped them Fela samples. I didn't even peak, like, so that I felt hella good about that. And the rap style, the way I was rapping was just totally, that's the way I really am in real life, like no filter. So I hella like that.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, I think if you were into hip hop during that time in the mid '90s, like you were a Hieroglyphics fan. Like, you know, you guys definitely were one of the major forces, and you know, I think you guys sort of changed the sound and direction. You know, I mean, like,
one of them, I guess, yeah. Like,
yeah.
I guess we all was doing our interpretation of what we thought hip hop was supposed to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, man. And like I said, I'm a huge fan.
Right.
And you know, during that time, I got to really see it firsthand. That made me want to start making beats, and you know, kind of, you know, sort of emulating what you guys were doing. Music-wise, sound-wise, which eventually led me to being a DJ, which eventually led me to doing film, which eventually led me to VladTV, and now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all a journey of, you know,
right.
figuring out what you're really good at.
Yeah.
I realized I wasn't a great beat maker, you know, and I was okay with that. But I was actually a better DJ than I was a beat maker. You know what I mean? And that's where it kind of started to progress. But the Bay, it all kind of started for me there.
Right.
You know? The first house party I DJ'd, the first beat I ever made, like it was all in the East Bay, actually.
It's a good breeding ground for stuff like that, the Bay, you know what I mean?
It really is, man. It really is. I feel like sometimes the Bay doesn't get the credit it deserves.
Sometimes I feel like that, but then if I think about it, it's like, man, people know if you really know. Like, damn near everything come from the Bay. Like, really, like, Sly and the Family Stone, like, that's just the mega bomb right there. Their influence. It's like, that's right out here in the Bay, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I mean,
funk, all that shit, like, all that Summer of Love, damn near anything of great influence is from damn near from the Bay.
Too Short is still being sampled. You know, the new Yo Gotti song got Too Short on it. E40 is still...
Our sounds are what people, like, you know, they call it something else, but you got that sound from the Bay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Really, like, it don't matter, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. It's funky out here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely, man. Well, listen, Del, definitely an honor to finally get together and speak with you, man, you know, and looking forward to whatever else you're doing.
Man, right on, man.
No doubt.
I appreciate it, man.
No doubt.